contact.html file we can open. In contact.html file, we have one ID input box. For that we have written the width 100%, and along with that there was a field set of table. Their width also we have written 100%. Okay, so next, the gap between two box from top to bottom should increase. So that how you can increase? You will write like this: inside the field set, you have a table, and that table have a tr. That table have a tr. Field set has a table. Table have the tr. Increase the height of the tr. Somewhere 40 pixel. Increase the height of the tr to 40 pixel. So what will happen is the tr height will increase. Gap will be visible over there. If now tr height got increased, little more you can increase. 40 you can convert into 50. 40 convert into 50. You have more space. After that, the text area we have, this height should be little bigger. For the text area, the width should be equal, but height should be little bigger. So for that, you have to create one more class. One class already we are calling here. Class name is called input box. In input box, you can see here given the height is 30 pixel. We can create one more class. Give the name called big input. And under the big input, we can write there height as a height somewhere 70 px or 80 px. 70 px or 80 px, you can keep the height. Now, for the text area, we need to call the two classes. One class we are calling the input, and one more class we'll call as a big input. Let us go now. Come down. If you have written the big input class, come down for the text area. Input box is there. Let it be input box to control the width. Now to increase the height, you can call that big input class. Big input class will increase the height, and input class will maintain the width. Multiple classes we can call separated by a space. Multiple classes we can call separated by a space. Clear? So how height got increased? So further, when we learn the bootstrap or maybe our own CSS, we can use multiple classes for one element. More than one class we can call for one element. Now some CSS is required for this button. Some CSS is required for this button. So button is only one. Let's write the CSS directly by tag name button, and inside the button you can write padding of the button, like from top keep height as a 10 px, from left right give somewhere 25 px, and from bottom also give somewhere 10 px. That is for your padding. Then border should not come any border, so we'll write border as a none. Then background of the image, background of the button should come as a which color? Let's check once here. Green color, because green theme we are following. Green color. Okay. After that, when you are displaying any text over there, the text should come in white color. After that, when the cursor will go there, when the cursor will touch your button, then what will happen? Cursor should convert into pointer automatically. Check this. This is the CSS for the button.
Sir, sorry, just one question.
Tell me.
Sir, for the TR, like you have given height as a 70 px. So here margin won't help, sir. Margin if we give.
Margin will also help. You can.
Okay, so can we give margin instead of height? I mean, just want to ask. So there are options, right? Multiple. We can either use height. We can also use margin.
Yes, you can give height also. You can give margin also.
Oh, okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
That can be managed through padding also.
Yes, yes. Even that I was thinking. Okay.
Okay. Sequence. Hope the button is organized properly, and it is coming in green color. Button will come in green color. Now write a hover effect. When the button will go there, it should convert into black color. And when you click on that, it should convert into red color. Button colon hover. Once you do, button colon hover once you do, background of the button will convert into which color? Black color. Black color. Hover means once the mouse will touch that. Once the mouse will go through that, not click. Click is called as a focus. When you click on that, that is called as a focus. Focus. When you click on that, the background will convert into red color. By default green. When mouse will go through the button, button will convert into black. And then when you click on the button, button will convert into red. That is called hover and focus. Hover and focus. Okay, so hope So ready? Focus, once you do, something else will come. Over, once you do, something else will come. Mouse will go there, convert it as a black, click on that, convert it into red. If you click outside again, then it will convert into green. Focus. Focus is applicable for input boxes. Focus is applicable for input elements. Whichever the input element we have, we can write the focus over there.
Sir, you have increased the text message with where did you updated that one?
Text message. Which text message?
Size of the text message you have changed the code now, sir. Where it is actually?
We have a class here called big input. See if you have written the class for big input.
Okay, I have not written that.
There should be class called big input. Okay, after writing that big input, that big input class you have to call here for the text box after a space. Two classes you can call together, it will apply. Two classes you can call together, it will apply. Okay, ready. Let's go ahead next. So this contact file is ready. Now next file we will create call this one. Register, login and gallery. Anyone has any problem or working? Create next file that is called register.html. Register.html. Find register.html. We can take the copy of contact file. You can take the copy of contact file. We can take the copy of contact file because CSS header footer will be same. Only the middle section will change. And delete everything from the field set. Field set keep empty. You will write here call register. Field set we can use here also. Remaining things we can design based on division without any table. Remaining we can use without any table based on division. Okay, here. Let's go next. What will be the next task here? Register button. register should have a division right inside class equal to row, ROW, row class. Inside the row, keep a label. Could call full name. Right below call a text box. Input type equal to text. Write a class equal to same we can give. Input box we created. One row is over. Create one more row and then we'll work for the row class. Full name, your mobile number, field set and field set, full name and mobile number. Ready? Check now how that looks. Register button. In the register button, we can make in the register page, the active link should get applied to register LI. Active link you need to apply for register LI. So it is coming one after other or in the same line. One after other. Since division is a block level element, it will go to the next line only. Division is a block level element, it will go to the next line. Hold on, my all pages are running on 90%. Let me convert into 100%. This is also running on 90%. On 90%. This become 100%. Already on. Okay. This is how much? 100%. Okay, so once you click on register, your register link will be now between first row and second row, there should be some gap. Plus the full name is coming, it should look little different. Mobile number is coming, it may be little something formatted. So what we will do is, we have to go to the CSS and we have to write the CSS for the row. So we can go inside and we can check once. Can you write a CSS for row? Like margin bottom, not margin from all the side. If you give margin all side, you will have more gap in the left, right. Or you can give margin all the side also by 15 pixel. Try giving margin 15 px for which class? For the row class. So you will have very good space from all the side. Okay, write a class for, write a CSS for row class. Write a CSS for row class. After that, after writing the CSS row class, margin, keep, see, if you keep margin, it will give outside gap. If you keep padding, it will give inside gap. So here both will work for you. Margin also and padding also. Let's check once. Height got increased. Space got increased by how much? 15 px. Look like we can increase little more by 18 px. So you can see 18 px gap happened from top to bottom. Now the label is coming. Label. The label should leave little space in the bottom. Can you see this label full name is very close to the text box. So inside the row class, inside the row class, there is a, inside the row class, there is a label. Under the row, there is a label tag. In that label tag, margin hyphen bottom, because after the label you are getting the text box. So if you say margin hyphen bottom, somewhere 5px, that should be enough. After the text, there should be some 5 pixel gap in the bottom. Getting some space? Yes, no. For no space. Margin bottom 5px, row space label, LABL, label is a part of row, yes, it is a part of row, but margin is not coming. Okay. Let us try with the padding once. Padding give something. Padding hyphen bottom 5px. No, still. Then how to manage? BR we can't write there, yeah. Okay, hold on. For inline tag, look like column. Okay, let's convert here a span tag. Change the tag as a span, SPAN. And we have written the label. Label we can replace with a span. Okay, now instead of label, let's convert as a span. See, reflect or not. Instead of label, convert as a span and check is it reflecting. Margin also not reflecting. Margin. No, change it. Okay, so hold on. We have a class class name is called input box. Input box we have a class. In input box, margin hyphen top, the text box will live in the top 5 pixel. That may be input box margin top 5px. Input box margin top 5px. Yes, it is working. So label you can convert into label only or let it be a span is also fine. Now for input box, add one more property, margin hyphen top 5px. The text box will live in the top 5 pixel. Both working. Now we can write one CSS. Okay, let's add some more field then. Till here you are clear? Instead of following the table, we follow the row division now. Inside the division, label or span, you can write on the display. Now here under the legend, under the field set only, one paragraph should be written, or maybe one tag is there called EM. Write in that a star marked marked fields are mandatory. Star marked fields are mandatory. Star marked fields are mandatory. Star mark fields are mandatory. Now come down below. We have written here full name. Within the span, again follow one EM tag and keep inside as a star. For EM tag, we can write a CSS. EM tag, label tag, span tag are used to display the small text, teeny text. A small text whenever we have label, span, these all are inline tag. Using that we can display. EM tag open close. Inside the EM tag, write again here called a star and save once. We will write CSS for a star. Developers we have, but we have outsourced to some company. They are not available. Okay, so next after that we have written EM. Now go for the CSS and So your code are going to look like this. A star mark fields are mandatory. Now the red star will come in the red color, star will come in the red color. So we can come to the CSS part and we can write one CSS for EM tag. EM tag. Color colon red. Color colon red. So wherever you display wherever you use the EM tag, their color will come in the red. Whether it is a small text or long text, it will come in the red color. So the star also will come in red color, and the message what you marked on the top, that will also come in the red color. Clear? Red color is coming. Okay, now you can add some more field. Email ID, password, then something. Let's go there. 2 field we have added. We will add the next field, that is called email ID. Email ID. Email ID. Here type equal to number you can write, and here type equal to email you can write. Type equal to number, type equal to email. Okay. So total 3 fields. All 3 will look same. Reload. Okay. Password. Create a password field. Password. Next, write one more tr. Not tr, one more div. Class equal to row. There you will follow the again a span tag. You will follow inside gender. Here em tag will follow, and we'll write inside a star again. After that, we'll come down and we will write here in a div tag. Div tag, because gender text should be in one line and the 2 radio buttons should go to the next line. Without division, it will come in the same line. So input type equal to radio. Input type equal to radio. After that, you have to give any common name. Give any common name, example, gender, and write in the last as a male. One more gender, female. And set some value for both, so that if a person select anyone, any respective value should store in database. male and female, M and L. Ready? Save the file. See like this. In the last, create a button called register. Create a similar div and write class not required here, id equal to button area, because buttons should come in center, and to bring in center you have to write some id. Directly button can't come in center, so we have to write here is in a division button as a register, and write a css for button area. Write a css for button area. Clear? Button is coming in green color. But it is in the left side. We have to bring in the center. So for that, you have to write the CSS for this button area. Create a ID called button area, and for button area, you will write text align center. Button area text align center. ID equal to button area, and button open close. There we wrote is a register. Hope we are writing some CSS. Button should come exactly in the middle. What CSS we wrote? Anyone can send in chat. Button area. Button area background you wrote green, then text align center color is white. Let me see that what is going to happen. Your button code is button you have created, that is a green color, right? Green color, and background button area also you wrote is a green color. What will be the sense of that? Button area background is green, text center color is white. Okay, let's see. The requirement was the button should come in center. See, entire button become the entire area become green. Only button was supposed to come in center. So in that case, the background is not required. and color is not required. Only one property in it, that is called text align center. If you want to give in that, you can give some gap from the top, margin top 10 px. So from top side, you will have some space.
Sir, if I'm giving the background in that button area, then it's taking the complete width.
Because button area you are calling for division.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
here you are calling for division. Division is a block level element or inline.
Division is a block level.
It will cover full width.
Yes, that's why. That's why. So if we want to cover the width, then in that case, that is okay, right? If we give the background as green.
If you want to cover full width, then you can give, no problem.
Okay, okay, okay.
Okay, let's go next. So look like this. Now create a login page as per your understanding. You can take the copy from the help. You can take the help from the register file. You can take the help from contact file and do something similar in login file. Create a login.html. You can take the copy of register and keep only email and password, remove other things. Let's come inside login page. Login.html. Create a file. Login.html. We can take the copy of register file. We can take a copy of register file and you can change the register button to login. You can change the register button to login. Clear? Remove the gender block. Gender block we don't need in this. Gender block we don't require. Email and name is email, full name and mobile number is don't need. You need only email and password and heading change to login. Heading change to login from here. Modify that. Let's check once. Clear? Login page is ready. Login menu will be active. In the login page will be active. Login menu will be active. In the login page, login link will be active. Let's modify this. Next will be ready. Next, we have to create a file gallery. Next page is gallery. In gallery page, next page is gallery. In gallery page, in gallery page, I'll give you one small design. Try something from your side, 5-10 minutes. Even I will write the code. See the gallery page, whichever the header we have should remain same. There is no changes in the header. Okay, there is no changes in the header. Suppose, let me take the screenshot of this page. Assume this is our page. Okay. Save this file somewhere. You can create a file gallery. You can create a file called gallery and keep the gallery menu as active. And keep the gallery menu as active. Now, after that, what should happen in your page? So this page is visible. So your page also going to look like this only. We want to delete this section. From there. Okay. Now what should happen is, here there should be link called gallery. GA gallery will be as usual on the top. In big, bold, whichever the format you are displaying, font size, display, no problem. H2 we have written, or if you have not, can write it, gallery. Next, it should look like this. There is a division here. One division, second division, third division, and next is for fourth division. So all look similar. Box shadow we have seen yesterday. So first you have to create the 4 block in one line. Margin PD you will understand, plus box shadow. After creating that 4 block in one line, in each block, there will be photo. In each block there will be photo. But that photo is going to leave some equal space. Photo is going to leave equal space from all the side. So that photo is leaving equal space from all the side. Now let me color the photo also so that it will be clear for you. Yes, this is the photo. This is the photo area. Okay, this is the photo area. This is the photo area, and this is the photo area. Box shadow is there, and after box shadow, some space is there, equal from top, equal from left, equal from right, equal from bottom, and inside there is a photo. We have one page here. If you see, you have a page called product page. There is equal gap. Equal gap you have from the left, right, top, bottom. Right? Equal gap is there from all the side. Now the boxes should be like this only, but inside the photo will come. The photo will come exact. You can see equal height from all the side, and there will be some gap. After box shadow, there will be some gap. Right. Okay. Try. Look like possible or impossible? Try. Even I will also write, but you try first. Then I will try from my side. Meanwhile, I'm sending you some homework in your WhatsApp. Four photo I have sent in your WhatsApp. In that icon I have used, instead of icon. Okay, let's try this assignment first. After that, I'll guide you. I will delete one photo. Remaining three photos are there. That will be your homework. First, try this. Okay, Sina is done. Can you send me the code, please? CSS code separate and HTML code separate. Okay, HTML block also send, please. Margin padding, we need to calculate properly. Box shadow you are supposed to apply, not background. Box shadow. Box shadow. Box shadow right here. Box icon. Shadow. 0 px, 0 px, 5 px. Then some blue color. Height you have given margin. This margin padding is based on pixel you have written. That is wrong here. The height, width, margin should be in percentage. Padding should be in percentage. Height you can limit, but margin padding give in percentage. Then only it will fit properly. Margin padding give in percentage. Suppose margin how much? 2%. 2%. Padding also 2%. Then height assume call 200 or 250. Width how much? 2 and 2, 4 and 4, 8%. 8%. How much we want? We want total 4. So how much will come? 25. 25 minus 8. 17. 17%. Box shadow, float left. After that, below if you write, it will be perfect. See, height is more. 200, I guess, will be okay. Or maybe 180, 170. 170 will be fine for me. 170. Okay, this will be like a photo frame. Write this. Please write the CSS first. Then we'll come to the HTML part. Yeah, hope it looks similar. So first we modify the CSS part. Now come to the HTML part. Here is the HTML. CSS, let me share in the chat. This CSS I will be sending in your chat, the modified CSS. Modified CSS will come to your chat. And then I will share the HTML code also. Section to section. Section to section. We'll send you in the chat. Replace both. You should have photo 1, 2, 1, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Clear? So look like this. Next, after that, move the mouse on this one. Once the mouse will go here, this border is coming white color. Once the mouse will go here, the border you can see no white color is coming. This border surrounding the image, you have something white space. That should convert into red. Once the mouse will go here, the white line is coming surrounding should convert into orange or red. Change to orange. First, you think that white space is coming from where? Is it border? Is it border or something else? That is not border. It's called padding. Padding, right? You have not written anywhere border because of padding that space is coming. Now you want to change what? Color. Of what? No padding. Division background if we change, then it will look like a border. So on the move, once the mouse will move here, what is the class name? See, once the class name is called block. So once the mouse will move to the black, background is orange. That's all. It will look like a border. And cursor colon pointer. hover. You can use hover event. Hover event. Hover effect you can use. Okay. So what we wrote? We wrote here dot block colon hover, then background HOVER, then background convert into orange color. Dot block colon hover, background is a orange. When the mouse will touch the particular block, background will convert into orange. It will look like a border. Cursor colon will look like ready to click also. Fine. So hope is here. When the mouse will go here, orange is getting applied. That is, you are changing the background of the division, and it feel like the border is getting applied. See? Okay. So hope that concept is understood. Next, after that, understand the problem of internal CSS. Using internal CSS, you have created total. Using internal CSS, total we have created this many pages, register, login, and many pages you have created. Now, what is the problem of internal CSS? Let me go to the gallery page, and in gallery page, I will go in the very beginning where we have written the UL background. UL background, which color we have written? Black color. Let me convert into orange color. Orange color. In which file I am changing? Gallery file. So what is your thought? It will change only in gallery or remaining pages also? Only in gallery. Look at here. Change in gallery, but when I go to the product, still it remain as a black. Reason is, for the product the CSS is separate, and for the gallery CSS is separate. Now if you want to change the orange, so you have to go to that page also, product page. Let me go to the product page, or maybe register page. In register page, I will change here to orange color, orange color. Now register page plus gallery page having the similar color. But when we go to the again service page, service has different page color because the service page has different CSS. That is the problem of internal CSS. We are able to write one place, we are able to access many places, but where? In the current page only, not in the other page. So next method we have called external CSS. In external CSS, separate CSS file will be separate and HTML file will be separate. You will write the CSS one place, and how many HTML file you have, no matter, call everywhere the same CSS. Based on ID, based on class, based on CSS by tag name, tag group, you can create one place and keep accessing throughout the project. Okay, that is called as a external CSS. But after external CSS, one more method we have called import. Okay, security point of view, external CSS will be fail somewhere, then import CSS will come. But import CSS will be very slow. So you will not use anywhere import CSS, you will use only external. That is called link method. In import CSS also you have separate HTML and separate CSS, but the way of calling is different. Okay, so clear. Check your WhatsApp. You got any photo? 3 photo I have sent you. It is just related to today task only, but in header file you can see there is some icons. Some icons are there, no? The icon you can ignore. Footer also there is icon you can ignore. I will guide you tomorrow. Like in the external CSS, we'll learn how to use the icon. Without icon, you are going to create that navigation. Navigation on the top, footer in the last. Field set we have gone through. I have guided you in the field set. Just in this example, some extra thing is applied. That's called radius, border radius. Okay, you can check from internet how to apply the border radius if I have not covered. Okay, and then 3 pages you can try. Okay, you should not copy paste. Okay, see, if you want to learn, then avoid copy paste first. Write it from manually. You write it many times. If you're writing many times, then your hand will come in practice. Today we will leave here only. We have some my homework, personal homework. We'll see again tomorrow. We will start from the internal CSS, external CSS. One by one we will process. Okay, so let me share you this file which we have created today. File name was contact. File name was register. File name was gallery. These files we have for the today. Then we can log in tomorrow again. Yes, yes. Okay, then please download.